Hello to wherever you're at watching this video. Welcome to my basement and about a half hour of yoga. So let's go ahead and begin just bringing your hands to heart center. I'm so glad you're tuning in, and I really hope that this can help bring you some mindfulness and just a nice mental state of awareness. So as we're here, you're welcome to close your eyes and focus on your breath. Slowing down those inhales and exhales. And really having this be your focus throughout the practice today as well. So many different thoughts going through our minds like never before these last few weeks. More and more in the last few days. And the more we can practice calming our breath, taking it all in, the better our overall health will be. Know that it's okay, whatever you're feeling. Whether it's a negative emotion like anger, confusion, frustration, or a positive emotion like acceptance, gratitude, love. It's all okay. It's normal for human beings to experience an array of emotions, especially in light of a crisis like this. Feel the ground beneath your feet supporting you. We have that constant in this moment. And let's take 2 more deep breaths in and out. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes, bring your hands to your side, and let's raise those arms up on our next inhale. Exhale down. And repeat that 3 more times. You're welcome to follow those hands as they come up, looking up at the ceiling. Or just stay looking forward, adding a little back bend. And let's do 1 more. This time bringing your arms up on your side, making sure you have plenty of room, whether you're by yourself, away from objects, or giving yourself plenty of room next to someone you're social distancing with in your own home. Let's do 2 more. Feeling those muscles, especially in the upper back, upper body area, shoulders. Last one. As your hands come down, lower your chin to your chest. Feel those muscles now relax, as maybe you've been holding your head upright throughout the day, whether you've been sitting, standing, or moving. And now just go ahead and bring your head side to side, ear over your relaxed shoulders, chin back to chest, and then to the other side, welcoming any cracks and pops. It is especially important that we move our body during this time of crisis. It helps us to release, especially any of those negative emotions, tension, anxiety, depression. We might be holding on to it this time. 1 more each way. Still keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. Good, and after this last one, and be sure to soften your knees. Go ahead and circle those arms up and back, keeping those arms as close to the body as you can. And then change directions right here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Once again, noticing all those muscles working around those moving joints. Let's do 1 more. And as you come down, just rotate your palms so they face forward, and then gently tap fingers to shoulders. Just to wake up those elbows a little bit more. And then last one. And let's go ahead and circle one direction and the other direction. And then once you finish this last circle, relaxing those arms, go ahead and circle those wrists a few times each way. For some people this time is enhancing their creativity, and a lot of that creativity involves use of some nice strong hands, so keep your hands nice and strong. and yet loose and limber as well. Good. Now just go ahead and bring those fingers forward and back. Or maybe you're just using your hands more to help others with your time and talents. And now let's go ahead and just extend one arm out in front, palm facing forward, grab those fingertips, pull those fingers back. Notice the stretch in your forearm and your wrists. Deep breaths. And with your next inhale, releasing that stretch by bending your elbow, turning your hand so that your palm is now facing back toward your forearm. Relax those shoulders, gently pushing down about at the knuckle area. Feel that nice stretch in your wrist. And with your next inhale, other palm faces forward, pulling those fingers back toward your forearm. And with that next inhale, bending that elbow, rotating that wrist, and then pushing down again about the knuckle area, nice and gentle. Never experiencing any pain or discomfort. Just go where and how it feels comfortable. And with your next exhale, gently release that stretch, bringing your arms down by your side. Wiggle those fingers. And let's float those arms up with our next inhale. Exhale down. And we'll do one more right here. Inhale. And exhale down. We're going to inhale, bending those elbows about 90 degrees. And again, make sure those knees are soft. And then just gently twist side to side. Loosening up the spine and all those muscles around your spine. Looking right and left. And let's do two more each way. And then after you finish this last one, relaxing those arms down by your side. And now let's just focus on the neck up and then just take those turns side to side, keeping the top of your head tall. And like before, welcoming any cracks or pops. And let's do one more each way. Shoulders down and relaxed. As you come back to center, inhale those hands to your hips. And let's just do some hip circles. Bringing your hips side to side, forward and back. Knees still soft. And wherever you're at, go ahead and go the other direction. Good. Finishing up your last one here. And with your next inhale, palms up. We're going to bring those arms out to the side, squeezing shoulder blades together behind you, looking up. On your exhale, fingertips together, round your back. You want to tuck your pelvis under here, round your upper body forward. Shoulders still relaxed. You can shrug them just to make sure they're dropped down and relaxed. Inhale, open up, look up, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, round, tuck that pelvis under, fingertips together. Let's do two more. Work that spine, arching, rounding here. Feels so good. One more. This time as you inhale, bring the arms straight up. As you exhale, we'll come into half fold. So we'll bring those hands just above those knees and then repeat what we just did, that flexion and extension motion with the back. In cat-cow here in half fold. On your inhale, arch and look up. On your exhale, round. Chin drops to the chest. And we push our back up and behind us. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Two more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale into flat back. Stay here for a moment, just gently pushing right above those knees. Feeling a gentle stretch in those hamstrings. A nice flat extended back and spine. Deep breath. And then with your next inhale, we'll stretch and reach all the way up. We're coming into standing forward fold. We're coming down as far as you can. And then just acknowledge where your feet are. You can bring your feet closer together for a little more challenge. Or if you want it to be a little bit easier, just heel toe those feet nice and wide toward the width of your mat. Once you're down, relax that head. We're in our first inverted pose here where the head is now lower than the heart most likely. modify in that half fold position that we were just in before if this feels too intense. And stay here for 2 more breaths. With your next inhale, keeping chin to chest, slowly roll up, stretching those arms out in front, raising up nice and tall, and then exhale down. We'll stay tall with the body, and then just start to march those feet. They've been more or less stuck in the same place since we started, except for maybe moving your feet out and in on our forward fold, and start to raise those knees up a little bit higher. Now we'll come into our first balance on one foot. Go ahead and hold one knee up right here. You can grab your leg just below the knee with 2 hands and then pull that knee up as high as you can to stretch your glute, trying to keep everything in alignment between your shoulders and hips. Or if you need some balance help, just reach toward a counter or chair with one hand, whichever one is most comfortable, and then hold on to that for balance while still trying to pull that leg up with one hand. Now from here, still honoring a little balance challenge, extend the arm, still holding the leg, and then go ahead and circle your ankle a few times each direction. You can feel those muscles in the front of the lower leg, the tibialis anterior getting nice and tight, especially as you bring your toes up. On your exhale, gently lower that foot down, take a few marching steps. You might feel a little bit uneven in your right and left side. That's normal. Let's take one inhale here and exhale before coming to the other side. So these are nice to do just to make sure that we're staying focused on our nice, slow, calm breath. Let's try the other leg, bringing that leg up, grabbing just below the knee, and then pulling up as high as you can, giving that glute as much of a chance to get a good stretch as possible. And same thing, just reach over or pull a chair over or your counter or table if you need help balancing. On your exhale, extend those arms, lowering the stretch, still holding the leg. Nice and easy so we can have that muscle get nice and strong as we're working those circles. Other way. And then with your exhale, gently drop that foot down and take a few marching steps as well, along with another nice inhale. When the whole body is engaged like that and we're challenged with something like balance, we tend to grip a little bit and maybe hold our breath or not breathe at all. So it's kind of nice to take a deep breath in between. So more balance fun is to come off of the largest surface of the bottom of our feet like we're standing on now, and then lift up onto the balls of your feet and toes by lifting those heels up, and control yourself down. Shift back as you lift your toes up. So alternate this to strengthen and work our balance by working the lower part of the leg. As you're lifting up, push toward the tips of those toes. So you want to elevate as high as you can. You want to lift those toes as high as you can. It's a lot more challenging to come onto your heels, and depending on your surface, you might be sinking down into your floor a little bit if you're on carpet like I am. Be sure to grab water anytime you're thirsty. Let's do 2 more each way. Good, as you come down from that last one, once again, take a nice inhale here. Exhale, another inhale. And let's come back down into half or full forward fold. As you're coming down, also feel that great stretch in the lower back. And let's do a few different arm positions to feel that stretch in those hamstrings a little bit differently. So let's stay here for about 2 more breaths, just reaching down or hands above those knees if you're in half fold with arms extended. Relaxing your neck, shaking out your head. And then with your next inhale, let's just reach it for the opposite elbow and hang here. Still holding your elbow with your next inhale. Let's roll up chin to chest and create as much of this position behind your back as you can. by releasing those elbows and first starting by grabbing one hand with the other behind your back, then working toward your wrists and then working toward your elbows. So I'm just pulling my arms across. I'll show you what that looks like on me. And then from here, as you exhale, we'll come forward. So we have the weight now of our arms behind us to gently push our body closer to those legs, giving us a little bit of a deeper hamstring stretch. Once again, when you're forward like this, just always remember to relax the neck, shake it out. On your inhale, rolling up, chin to chest, arms behind your back until you're up nice and tall. And then soften the knees, gently release the arms, shake them out. And now interlace your fingers behind your back. So that's coming into this position here. And then we're going to lean forward once again. We have the weight of those arms to bring our upper body closer to those legs. And you can hold it here, or you can lift those arms off your back, stretching those shoulders, still bringing your body closer to those legs, still relaxing your neck, and stay here for 2 breaths. And then as you inhale, lower those hands to your lower back. Slowly roll all the way up, fully extended. Then release those hands, shake them out. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Now let's take one arm, bring it across your chest. Push in gently at your elbow, keeping shoulders facing forward. Soft knees. Feel that shoulder stretch. And with that next inhale, take this arm up and behind you, pull that arm across. Fingertips down the spine. Feel that good stretch from your elbow all the way down through your shoulder blade. So those triceps, those lat muscles. Breathe deeply. On your inhale, stretch both arms up. Exhale, reaching your other arm across, just below your neck. Push in. Relax your hand. Shoulders facing forward. Next inhale, that arm comes up. And we exhale, lower arm behind our head, fingers down your spine. Next inhale, stretch and reach both arms up. Exhale those arms down, and let's just do a nice full deep breath in and exhale down. Good. From here, we'll come into the ever popular tree pose. I'll just come a little bit forward on my mat here, and you can just pick whichever leg you want to start with. Start to bring that knee to the side, heel comes to the lower leg of the other leg, and then go ahead and bring this leg up by itself or with your hands for help, and then just keep that foot wherever you want on the other leg, except for pushing into that knee joint. Once you're here, arms can come out nice and big for balance, or heart, or same with hands together above your head. Still trying to keep that knee open to the side. Inhaling and exhaling. On your exhale, lower your hands and your foot down. A few marching steps until we change to the other side. Heel to your lower leg. Toes still on the ground. Bring it up by itself or grab for any part of that leg. Pull it up. Arms wherever you want them. Other, again, balance option is to bring one hand down and hold on to your chair or counter, table, wall, whatever you have close by. And take one more inhale. And let's exhale down. Bring those hands all the way down by your side. Inhale up once in front. Exhale down. This time let's inhale up on the side, keeping hands together here. Exhale into half moon. So as you come over, bring your hips to the opposite side of your hands. You can bring your feet closer together or again further apart for a little ease of balance if you feel tight as you're doing this. You can also drop that lower hand down to your hip for a little more support. Next, inhale, extend the body tall. Exhale to the other side. As you're coming over, bring those hips to the other direction. As those hands, feel that deeper stretch all alongside those obliques, those lat muscles. Inhale, reach up. We're going to interlace the fingers like so, and then push them away from your chest. Tuck your knees, or bend your knees, tuck your pelvis, round the back. And we're going to stay here and then just stretch over to the side. And then bring it back to center on your inhale. Exhale to the other side. Still rounding. My pelvis is still tucked under. Inhaling back to center. Keep those hands interlaced. Inhale, stretch and reach up. Stay tall as you exhale those arms down in front. Good. This time let's just relax those arms as we circle those shoulders up and back. Give a little break to those wrists and fingers. One more. And let's change our circle direction to forward. And let's take a nice inhale here. Exhale down. We're going to come and work our way into dancer pose, starting with a quad stretch. So let's go ahead and pick up one foot and bring that foot into your hand as you bring your heel to your glutes. So I look like this. My knee is down from my hip. Knees are close together. And then if I need to, I can reach for that table, chair, wall for balance with my other hand. And now we can turn this into dancer by just doing at the same time, leaning forward and pulling your foot away behind your back. Now, oftentimes if you connect your thumb and index finger as you extend your arm forward with your body, that will help. And keep in mind, anytime we do standing poses, to find a focal point, something you can look at to bring you into a deeper or more challenging balanced position. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your body upright and take a few marching steps. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Shift your weight to the other side, bending that knee, bringing your foot into that hand, pulling the heel in, knees together. First, getting the quad stretch all the way down the leg. With your next inhale, once again, connect the thumb and index finger. Start to reach forward as you bring your body forward and your foot up behind you. Pushing foot against the hand, finding your focal point. Taking one more inhale. And then in your exhale, gently releasing that down, a few marching steps. And take a nice inhale here and exhale. We're going to take an inhale and then forward fold, hold the stretch, feel the lower back release. Maybe notice you're going a little bit further than you did before. Release the neck. With your next exhale, we're going to go ahead and bend those knees and bring the arms a little bit higher than shoulder height into our chair pose. And like our forward fold, when I mentioned we can have our feet closer together for a little more balanced challenge, we can sink those hips down a little bit lower, or you can always step a little bit wider if you need a bigger base of support. If your balance is feeling a little bit challenged as you're doing this. With your next inhale, bring those hands together and then bring one elbow to the opposite knee. Push those hands together, looking up at your upper elbow, and notice that nice seated twist. Should provide a nice stretch for your lower back. Next inhale, stay in your chair, extend those arms out, exhale to the other side. Next inhale, stay in your chair, reach those arms out. We're gonna bring those hands apart and then come onto our hands and knees. And then just bring your hips side to side. So from here, we'll come into child's pose. I'm gonna back up on my mat a little bit. Bring the knees wide, feet stay together. And we're just going to sit back, lower your head down. And you can also rest your hands on your, or rest your head on your forearms. Your next inhale, coming up onto hands and knees. It's just such a nice way to release that lower back. Let's tuck those toes and work our way up into downward dog, where we haven't been yet today. And we haven't really done much to stretch our calves. So as you're here, alternate pressing one heel down at a time. I'll turn sideways just so you can see me a little bit better. And we're also working to push into the heels of our hands, bringing your head back in between our arms. And then when you're ready, you can hold both heels down, working to flatten the back, bringing shoulder blades toward your chest. You can have soft knees or you can try to extend those legs. Ideally, we want legs extended, but sometimes it might be more comfortable as we're practicing this posture to bend the knees. Another inversion, feel the blood increase slow to the brain, the head. And then with your next exhale, just go ahead and drop back down onto those knees. And from here, let's go ahead and just sit back on those heels. You're welcome to get a pillow or a blanket to sit on if this is too much for those knee joints. But this is a great stretch for those quads as well as what we were doing with standing one at a time. And then just releasing those arms to the side. This time, bring those fingers right, left, right, left. Good. With that next inhale, let's come back up into downward dog. This time, once again, focusing on pushing into the heels of your hands, head between the arms. Heels pushing toward the mat. Head relaxed. And on your exhale, drop to those knees. Good, let's cross those ankles behind you, coming into a sitting position. And once we're here, you should feel a nice stretch in those outer hips. And let's go ahead and take a nice inhale here. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. If this feels too intense, then just stay more upright. You can bring those hands back to your knees. Holding it here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hand to opposite knee. Stay tall with the body. Other hand behind the middle of your back. Coming into a nice twist, pushing into your knee, opening up the shoulder behind you. On your next inhale, stretch and reach up. And exhale, other hand to opposite knee, other hand behind the middle of your back. Pushing into the floor, into your leg. My hand behind me is actually like this, so my thumb is down and my fingers are spread out so that I can push into the floor easier as I try to stay as tall as I can. Look behind me, open up my shoulder. And your next inhale, come back to center, reach up, lean back just a little bit. We're going to cross the other leg in front. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Modify with hands on knees and staying taller. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hand to opposite knee, hand behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, other hand to opposite knee once again. Hold your twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. With your next inhale, I'd like you to bring your hands back to heart center, a nice way to connect us, and then sit comfortably. So you can stay with those legs crossed. You can come back to the other way they were crossed, or you can extend those legs more in staff pose position. However you're comfortable, allow your eyes to close. And I want to go back to that focus on our thoughts, like we started this video. I'm sure you're aware and in tune with thoughts that are negative and thoughts that are more positive. But I highly recommend that you make even just a couple minutes each day to meditate on what those thoughts do to you. So besides the thought resulting from the stimulus, how does it make you feel to keep thinking those thoughts? Usually the negative thoughts don't make us feel very good. And the positive thoughts might motivate us to do what we can to help ourselves through this crisis and to help others as well. I know it's been helping me to read a lot of helpful articles out there, watch a lot of webinars, listen to a lot of meditations. I'm grateful to be connected with so many helpful different ways to get me through this unknown time that we are all in. So I encourage you to connect with ways to help you through it as well. We can always talk on the phone, we can always FaceTime, we can still talk with people. Maybe you have people at home with you, your family, to get you through this time. Share where you're at. Help your healing. Beyond this video, I encourage you to stay relaxed for another 5 or 10 minutes. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and end with 3 breaths. So you're going to go ahead and open up your eyes on your next inhale. And with hands still at your heart center, you can exhale your hands down. And here we go. Here's breath number 1 together. Exhaling down. 2. Our last one, reconnecting those hands above our head. Staying tall as you exhale down to your heart center. And we bow and say, Namaste. May all that is good, light, and the light of God in me recognize all that is good, light, and the light of God in you. Be the light for others. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for watching.